EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Arizona Cardinals.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
7. Patriots, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over. You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Now second and goal.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
To Dan Arnold.
Dan Arnold with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
The kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cardinals 14. Patriots nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 5-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go right back to White here on first down, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The tackle made.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down now. It's White, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Isaiah Simmons.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
65, 58, right over there, right? 58, here we go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a gain of 4. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. First down, here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Their 48-yard line.
48 for Mike.
They'll try the air now with Newton. This is White on the screen. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Now a play fake here on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force. But it's a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action, eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, we've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to fight defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Patriots take over.
30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, love that.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50.
From the 50, Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready? 180. 21, check back 21. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, G.
On first down, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard. line.
The Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
A gain of 4.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
He's taken out of.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
41-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on first down with Stidham. That's caught by Hollister. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
Hey, check, right 21, right 21, check, right 21. Get the ball. Check, crunch.
A final shot before half for Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on hear them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. Setting up the screen for Cook. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Edelman set to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Second down, Stidham to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
17 yards. First down, Cardinals.
From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Isaiah McKenzie. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
In the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with White. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
White, the ball carrier.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Opting to run again here with White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, it's White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That's the end.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Open man is Myers. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This game is all but over after that last fourth down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock, or try to pour some salt in the wound? Runs through the contact. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on second and 14. Murray. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he gets this deep into Patriots. 2 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a deep